Thanks for tuning in to Barbershop Sports Talk.
Yeah, and you mentioned that. I want to go to this. Kyle Shanahan. I love Kyle Shanahan. I think he's one of the best coaches in this league. Kyle Shanahan gets an F for this performance. There was a couple things. The fact there was one play in the first quarter where it's a fourth and goal. He decides to roll out a rollout run with Trey Lance, and I'm just like, take the field goal. That is Kyle Shanahan's ego saying, I have this cool shiny toy in Trey Lance. Let me show him off. Take the field goal. I don't know what Shanahan was doing there. Again, the concerns that I have with Trey Lance, they have come home to roost. If I am Jimmy Garoppolo, Kenny, I'm just laughing. I'm like, you thought that guy was going to take my spot? Like, I'm serious. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think Jimmy G should feel threatened at all. And I don't know if Alex Smith ever felt threatened by Patrick Mahomes, but I don't think Trey Lance is Patrick Mahomes. I don't think that's what's going on here. And the 49ers have the best talent out of any of the rookie quarterbacks. And I'll tell you, Trey Lance did not look very good. He was missing reads on blitzes when backers or linebackers are coming free, missing throws. There were a couple times where his receivers dropped it and he threw it on the money. I will say that, and I'll give him some credit with that. But there were too many plays where he's throwing it way too high, way too low, and he's making life difficult for those receivers. He's holding onto the ball too long. He has that long, gated throwing motion, which leads to tip balls. And, he threw a pick, and it's just not what they need out of the quarterback position. And lastly, I do want to say this before I get your opinion on this. He rushed it like, they called like 16 run plays with Trey, right? And I understand that people are cool, Kenny, with the athletic quarterback, right? We get caught up in that. But this game has been and always will be played from the pocket. And when people are sitting up there and they're saying, I want a running quarterback. Now, here's what I want to say. There is only one quarterback in this league, Kenny, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, that you should be okay with running it 15 plus times and say this is our game plan. That is Lamar Jackson. And we can agree to disagree on what type of success Lamar has had, but Lamar is one of the freakiest humans to ever play the quarterback position. There are tons of athletic quarterbacks. Kyler Murray is not running it 15 times a game every week. That is not happening. That's not happening. That didn't happen with Cam Newton. That's not happening with Josh Allen. That's not happening with Patrick Mahomes. Any of these quarterbacks. For them to think that, just because Lamar and Baltimore, they do this special run game, that we're going to do that. Trey Lance is not Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely. Cannot agree more with that point. At the end of the day, you got to be able to make passes in the pocket. And, 16 carries is a lot of carries for Trey Lance. But like you pointed out, Trey Lance and Lamar Jackson have two different styles of running the ball. Lamar Jackson could take it at any point on the field, and he could take it 75 yards for a touchdown. That's not Trey Lance. He's a bigger quarterback running it, more of a plotter. But he started off struggling though in the pocket, and I think the 49ers have a bye coming up. I don't know if it's coming up this week or next week, but they're going to need to make a decision on what they want to do, at least this year, with the quarterback situation. Because if they're healthy and they have Jimmy Garoppolo, he's superior as a passer. They can make a run in the playoffs with him. If you go to Trey Lance, this is just a solid team that has a rookie quarterback with some deficiencies throwing the ball. Their defense is not top 5 like it was in 2019. They came into the day, I think, 22nd, starting to kind of look like the Bears. And I know the Bears don't have playoff expectations. So do you use a year on Trey Lance? Or do you kind of make a run with it with Jimmy Garoppolo? Because I think this is going to be the last year of Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco. When you have a quarterback at number 3, you're eventually going to want him to get on the field and have him start. But do you make it this early this year and maybe take your lumps and just see some progress along the way with Trey Lance? Or do you give it back to Jimmy Garoppolo? I think they ultimately give it back to Jimmy Garoppolo. But that's going to be a fascinating topic to see.